big breakfast person. It's hard for me to eat breakfast usually because I'm just not hungry. But when I'm going on a hike, I definitely love me some toast, sourdough in this case, with some hummus and a little sprinkle of everything bagel seasoning. Sometimes I use half a slice of bagel. You can choose whatever kind of bread you like, but sourdough is my favorite, and it's a go-to. But I've used many types of toast. Yeah, this is great.
Hello, friends. Okay, it's me, Darcy. I thought today I would share with you a little bit about myself and where I came from, what I'm about. So yeah, let's get into it, right? My name is Darcy, as you know. If you follow me on Instagram, it is Darcy Krejcik. Fun fact, my last name is Czechoslovakian. My husband's grandfather was 100% Czechoslovakian. So, a little fun fact there. A lot of people look at my last name and are like, Kresek? Like, yeah, or Krekek. It's Krejcik. So, now you know. Yeah, I am originally from California, and every time I say I'm originally from California, number one question is, what brought you to Pennsylvania? A plane. But really, clearly, my husband had a job opportunity that called for us moving to Pennsylvania. He didn't think I would go for it, but I immediately said hell yes, because I wanted to get out of California. So, speaking of husband, I am married with children. I've known my husband since 8th grade. We were friends from 8th grade and throughout high school. We did end up, as fate would have it, the stars all aligned. Could totally be a John Hughes movie. 4 years or so after we graduated high school, we met, and that was it. It was a done deal. He built up the confidence to be like, I want to lock you down. And yeah, we got together in 2008. We're married in 2009 and had our first baby in 2010. So yeah, 15 years married, 16 together. But then we've also known each other like all those years before. Isn't that cute? It's not been easy though, I tell you. So there is that. But yeah, we moved from California to Pennsylvania at the end of 2018. We originally moved to Lebanon, Pennsylvania. We lived there for 3 years. And the hardest thing about moving was because, at least, well, yeah, definitely I think for both of us, honestly. No friends, no family. I didn't know anybody. He at least had some people at work that he built friendships with. So he did have like work friends, you could say, but we didn't know anybody. And on top of that, driving in Pennsylvania is totally different than driving in California, someplace that you've grown up all your life, knowing all the different streets and roads and basically where everything is. So that was a scary thing. But luckily, after a year, my BFF now, she moved in next door. We instantly clicked, and thankfully, like, yeah, she showed me around, and I built up my confidence in the Lebanon, Lancaster, all around that area. So that helped a lot, on top of just having a friend, and her family became my family. It really was just like amazing. So lived in Lebanon for 3 years. There was no trails around. It was like all corn fields and cow farms, basically. And I didn't really even think about hiking, even though I had done it in California. Not as much, but here and there, like I knew the spots to go to, so I would go to places for like trails to walk for exercise. But it wasn't the kind of hiking that I do now. So yeah, in Lebanon, there just wasn't, I don't know, I didn't find the hiking community at that time, which is fine. I think I was still just like happy to have made a friend and built, basically a second family, learning the area, getting more comfortable with just living in Pennsylvania in general, because rules here are different too. When it comes to buying alcohol or just driving, all kinds of things. It was different from California. So, lived there for 3 years, and then my husband changed jobs again for the better, and that brought us to where I live now, and I call home, Dallas, Pennsylvania. Yes, there is a Dallas, Pennsylvania, and it's not in Texas. So it's also known as the Back Mountains. Yeah, so it wasn't until like probably my first drive up here to check out the house that we had just bought, I noticed that there was a trail, like as we're getting closer into like our small little town of Dallas. Now I know it's the Back Mountain Trail, and I got so excited. I was like, oh my God, there's a trail like right there. And that just kind of got me excited, as well as I learned that like Francis Slocum State Park is only 7 minutes away. We live 30 minutes away from Ricketts Glen, which took me a little bit more time to build up the confidence to drive and check out. When I did, totally worth it. But yeah, I did the Back Mountain Trail, and as soon as I did that, I was like, oh my God, this is my happy place. This is what I love. This is my passion. I absolutely love it. I love kind of not knowing what to expect, especially at first. When you do a new trail, you don't know what you're gonna see. But I did some research, or tried to, on YouTube, just so I have an idea of what to expect. And I was like, yes. Pennsylvania I consider it my home. We've been here now 5 years, and I don't want to go. I told my husband, I was like, I don't plan on leaving. We can visit California. I ain't never moving back. But I really love it here. And sometimes I'm like, when people still ask, why Pennsylvania? I'm like, why not? It's beautiful. You get all the seasons. That's the key too. You get all the seasons. In California, you get hot, rain. 35 degrees is considered like freezing to them. Usually it's around 40s. Winter there is nothing compared to here for sure, but we don't get the snow. We don't get like really spring. It's kind of just like summer, and I don't even know. You don't get fall. It's just weird. You have to live there to know and understand. My thoughts anyway. So yeah, when we got here in Dallas, that is when my hiking love came about. and I built up my confidence in driving. Definitely when I went to Terrytown, which I have a video on. That was the longest solo trip that I have done, and it was terrifying. Leaving Pennsylvania, driving into New York, I did get lost, or basically just took a wrong turn, which made my trip like go longer, but that's okay. I still found my way and got there. I did for the first time see a black bear cross the road. So, you know, hey, maybe it was meant to be, because I was like, oh, after the frustration of taking a wrong turn, and then I saw that and it was kind of like, it's not that big of a deal. I don't know. That's how my mind thought. I was like, oh my God, I saw a black bear running across the road. So, sorry if I'm getting off, but that was literally my thoughts when I did that. So sometimes taking a wrong turn could still lead to something good. And I did make my destination within good time, 2.5 hours. So, and I got lost on the way back, but I didn't come across any other critters. It was just traffic. So my plans now that I've really I feel more confident in my hiking and the places that I've done so far, definitely like built a good day pack for hiking. I have been sick for like the last 4 days. Yesterday I was like almost there, like that was probably my best day yesterday. For 4 days I was just a couch bum, utterly miserable. NyQuil and DayQuil were my best friends. It wasn't a good time. Yesterday I felt good. Today I woke up and I was like, yes. Like I felt rested and just overall good. Didn't need to take DayQuil first thing in the morning. So there's that. But my future hiking plans are definitely to explore the Pocono area. I know I need to go back to Austin T. Blakesley because I just got 10 minutes into the trail. So I need to go back there for sure. But big trails I have in mind are, you know, the Pinchot area, the Delaware Water Gap, Loyalsock State Forest Park. But that's the thing, is that I know there's trails I want to do that are going to require a lot of basically hiking legs and endurance. The few trails that I have done, like Top of the World, and the old Boulder Road, I can't think of it right. Yeah, something like that. Bulldozer Road in Ricketts Glen. They had crazy steep, like you're just going up for a long time. And I felt like a slug, an actual slug. Yeah, I don't want to feel like that. So I did join a gym just to be able to get out on the regular, to build up those hiking legs and my endurance. I just can't get on the trail every day. Again, kids and school schedule. I also have a dog, cats. The cats, they can take care of themselves, but the dog needs a lot of attention, and I can't just leave him in the house to run wild, so he has to be in the crate when I do go out. Again, another reason why sometimes it's hard for me to do the trails or get out for a long, like do the trails that I want, because I know it'll probably take like 4 to 6 hours, depending on how long it takes me to drive there and then to actually walk the trail. So now I'm kind of leaning towards I have to do it on the weekend when I know my husband will be home. That way I'm not worried about him being in the crate all day or while I'm gone. But yeah, joined a gym to build up my leg and just overall endurance, muscles, and just to feel good overall. Backpacking. Oh my gosh, I am so excited. I want to say like I spent a lot of money, but I did it over the holidays and I watched for all the sales and deals. I didn't do it all at once. It was definitely sporadic and like here and there, but I've just gone over everything that I have, which is all the basics. I got my pack, I got my tent, the sleeping bag, the air mat, the stove, gas for the stove, utensil. I have a tarp that was suggested by Backpacking Adventures, just even for my day pack. So I could use that for my overnight backpacking too. I'm gonna actually show you a little clip of all the things and gear that I got. Yes, I will show you now. Okay, I do plan on doing a separate video, like in person, showing you all the gear, and you'll see me set up everything because I need to practice. That's gonna be fun. I have all the stuff, but I'm still kind of nervous about how to actually pack everything and how it's going to go. I'm gonna be watching some videos of just people and how they pack their overnight backpacking packs. I feel like I'm saying packs a lot. But I originally thought that I would do like a stakeout, as it's called sometimes, or like a car camp thing, like at Francis Slocum, where I would reserve a campsite, but I would drive there to the campsite and just test out all my stuff. I'm not going to take anything other than what I would carry on me in my backpack. So the only thing that's going to be in my car is my pack. But it's still close enough to home if need be, or I miss something goes wrong. But also, yeah, I could just do it in a campsite as well as walk trails with the pack on me, so I get a feel for that. And I know all the trails in that area. I know where I'd be at. So I feel like that would be a good route to go. But the downside is their camping is seasonal. So they might not have camping open. I want to go like in April. I think maybe towards the end of April or middle of April to just start testing my gear and, getting a feel for backpacking. So yeah, I don't know if that's going to end up working out. The next option I have is Pinchot, which I am coming for you, Pinchot State Park. I've watched so many videos of people do not only the through hikes, backpacking trips, but it does seem like a good spot to basically, you can just camp for free as a backpacker, and test out your gear. I just would need to figure out a trail that is like not too far from my car, find a spot. I think there's like a 6 mile, I think Walter Zona did something like that. I watched his video where it was like 6 miles. You just kind of like, I don't know if it was a loop trail or if it was just a there and back, but that's kind of the route I'm thinking I'm gonna do. I'm one of those anyway that I'm just gonna be like, F it, I'm gonna go for it. So that's probably what's gonna happen. I'm thinking Pinchot is probably gonna be most likely the first place that I do that. I'll probably like set up my tent and all that either in the backyard or find a park or something just to set it up and make sure I understand how to and to pack it all back. But yeah, I'm excited for that. Backpacking is a whole new world for me, but I'm excited about it. I do plan on just starting with like 1-nighter, then 2-nighters. Loyal Sock State Park is a great place. Eventually, I want to do the whole Loyal Sock trail. But yeah, I'm not there yet. That takes like, I don't know, I think some people do it in 3 days. But again, those inclines, man, are no joke. And the declines are no joke because you think coming down is easier. Sometimes it's not. It's not. But yeah, I'm going to show you, if you didn't see already, the stuff that I do have for backpacking. And I just can't wait to get back on the trail outside. I hope this was a little bit entertaining. Now you know me a little bit more. And yeah, can't wait to bring you along, friends.